Hello everyone, my name is Aaron. Welcome to the Stanley Parable. If you know me, you know that I love Douglas Adams and I loved Portal. And I bought this game years ago and never got around to play it. I don't know if this game is already widely known on the internet, and frankly I don't care. Because we're going to share this experience together. And it just looked different. I watched the trailer, and it just, for some reason, I just kept thinking about Douglas Adams. Like, this was like the wet dream of Douglas Adams to make a game like this. And if you played the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy text adventure game, then I think you'd find this to be right up your alley. You can buy it on Steam right now. I think it's on sale, 80% off. It's crazy. But it says, the Stanley Parable is a first-person exploration game. You will play as Stanley. You will not play as Stanley. You will follow a story. You will not follow a story. You will have a choice. You will have no choice. The game will end. The game will never end. Okay, let's start. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never loading. Hello? Click to skip.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I can relate a little bit.
And then one day, something very peculiar
I work in a cubicle as well.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so we're starting the game now. This is our desk, number 427. How do I interact with things? Okay, I'm left clicking and I'm hearing clicking noises, but I can't do anything with it. Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What the hell? What just happened? Okay. I guess we're moving on. Hello? Number 428? Stanley? reporting for something.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I would like to know how to interact with things. Ooh, what's this? Okay, I just turned the computer off. I'm clicking like mad and nothing... Hello? Okay. Can't see what it's outside. I guess it's irrelevant. Similar to working in an office. They want you to be a mindless drone. Oop. Okay, so we're starting out this thing. Well, we have a face, we have a name. Awaiting input. I'm standing on the desk. Input received. Okay. Can I input more?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. Apparently the narrator will screw with me. And I love it. I love it when games break the fourth wall. It's actually a nice picture. Okay. Anything here? Okay, I'm obviously...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, okay. So this is a game about choice. Are you Stanley the drone, or do you have a mind of your own? Let's go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
See? I am my own person. I shall not be controlled. Yet here I am walking through a corridor in a video game.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I'm not standing still, bucko.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah, I was right.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Should I? No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I can follow directions just fine, buddy, but I don't wanna. What have I stumbled onto? Oh, it's a loading bay. Cool. Can I jump? I cannot jump. Okay. Penalty for misuse of the cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
This game is awesome.
Prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
This game is awesome. Oh man, this makes me want to read the Hitchhiker's Guide all over again. I love this type of humor. I love dry, intellectual humor.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, we found ourselves in a new environment simply by not listening. So let's go blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh my god, this game is awesome. Nope, I'm going blue.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Good.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you really think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What the hell? We're going on this road.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, cool. Two seconds? Holy cow. 18,900 endings to this? Did you know that 21.3 players skip the intro sequence and only 3% of the worst players choose the blue door? Wait a minute. Are they trolling me? Yeah, I think they're trolling me. Okay. So... let's go through the red door again, or this door again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
See, I knew it. I knew what it was. So no, it didn't.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What is this? This is like the coolest thing I've ever played in a long time.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
4 hours, my ass. Bye.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Neither.
If it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Minecraft.
Is this any better? At last, the one thing you always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes. It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
I love this.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh my lord.
Oh my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. You brought a light?
This game is incredible.
No, this is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Are you enjoying this as much as I am? No way.
Yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love
Portal.
it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Now we're making fun of Portal. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, it's a puzzle. critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Why is everything... What's down here? Okay. What in the world? Where am I? Okay. So I guess this is where we learn that the player actually gets punished for choosing their own path. What's this? What is this? What happened?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. Oh, this episode's getting long. I'm gonna have to stop soon. Okay, well, that was the Stanley Parable. That was awesome. That was so cool. I've never been so geeked about a game in a long, long time. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, you know what to do. And until next time, play hard. And I hope you have a lovely evening.